Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about some simple techniques to add some visual interest to your art pieces. We're going to talk specifically about gradation. Gradation is the process of shading from dark to light. So there's different ways we can do this, thinking about using one or two colors. One technique is to gradate using one color. So for example, right here I use this blue. It's the blue from your packet. I started off going really dark and slowly but surely adding layers, going lighter and lighter until I'm almost not using any pressure on my pencil and it starts to look almost white towards the end. So that's one way we can do it. We can go from dark to light using one color. But let's say I wanted to give myself an extra challenge. Here's what I can do. So here's what it looks like if you had two colors. So I started off with my blue, same idea, and really dark, adding layers, getting lighter and lighter, going to the right. And then I switched colors. I took the red-orange from my packet and I started on the opposite end, getting really dark here, pressing really hard, and adding layers, getting lighter and lighter, going all the way to the left. So it starts to look like two colors are blending into each other towards the middle. So I'm going to do a demonstration where I start off by gradating one color and then starting at the other end, gradating with another color so that it looks like they're blending together. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to switch over here to my blank piece of paper, and I don't have to use just the blue and the red-orange from my packet. Let's say I wanted to try some different colors. How about this really pretty raspberry color from my packet? And let's do yellow-green. So I'm starting from one end using one color. And I'm pressing really hard. And I'm covering all of the white space on my page when I'm moving back and forth. I might want to layer the color in different directions because I really want to get it dark. And once I have a dark spot, then I can start to slowly let go on some of the pressure of my pencil. I'm still covering the same amount of ground, but I'm not pressing nearly as hard as I was getting the darkest dark. And this is where I start adding layers. So now I'm going over the dark and this middle, and I'm creating a light, covering that entire space. And I keep doing that. Adding a layer to the ones I just did, and then now I'm adding another layer. And I keep doing that, adding a layer to the others. And when I get about an inch or two, I'm like really getting light with my pencil. Back and forth. Really light. I'm almost putting no pressure on my pencil at all. But notice how I'm still going back and forth even on the darker spots. And you'll notice how, like right here, for example, it doesn't look like it's a very smooth transition. So I can go in there and add just enough pigment from my colored pencil to kind of smooth that out. because we want to make it look like it's just super smooth and you can't see any of those pencil marks. So that's looking a little bit better right there, but down here I'm seeing the same kind of problem. So I'm just going in there and touching it up. So now I'm gradated with one color. I'm going to switch the direction of my paper, choose a different color, and do that same process, but going now in the over the top of that pretty mauve color that I just put down. So starting off really heavy, really pushing hard into my paper, adding a layer over the top of it. Keep going over the spots that I just did and then adding some new paper that I haven't gone over with green yet. Going back to fill in some spots if it doesn't look as smooth as I want it to. Some colors you'll notice are a little easier to smooth out than others. And there you have it. 2 colors gradated together. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, is there a way to do more than 2 colors? Yes, there is. In fact, there's many ways to do many colors. Think if you had, like, for example, an equilateral triangle, how many colors could you gradate together? I'm going to leave you on that note. Enjoy!